All right, so we've got this really interesting piece of internet history to dive into today.
And you know how much we love a good deep dive here, right? And this one is a doozy.
I am so ready.
So someone out there, in the vast expanse of the internet decided to grace the world with their take on Joker 2.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
And let me tell you, it is not your average film review. This isn't like, oh, I like it or it was okay. This is full on best movie ever territory.
Bold claim. You got to admire the what's the word? The conviction.
Absolutely. And that's actually what we're going to be unpacking today. This review, it's not exactly, full of nuanced critiques or anything.
Some more of a feeling, a vibe.
Exactly, like a raw nerve, just pure emotion. But that in itself is kind of fascinating, don't you think? This person was so captivated, so moved, that they basically threw out the rule book on how to review a movie.
I am all for breaking the mold. So what outlandish claims are we talking about here?
Well, buckle up, because they kick things off by comparing the singing in Joker 2 to, wait for it, Pavarotti.
Pavarotti, like the Pavarotti.
The one and only. I mean, talk about a high bar. What do you make of that comparison? Are they implying there's some hidden opera scene in Joker 2 that we missed?
Maybe they're tapping into something deeper, right? Because when we think about Pavarotti, it's not just about technical skill. It's the raw emotion, the power in his voice. Maybe that's what they felt while watching Joker 2, a similar kind of artistic force.
That's a really interesting way to look at it. Maybe they're not being literal, but rather trying to convey the intensity of the experience through this, well, rather grandiose comparison.
Exactly. It's like, how do you describe a color you've never seen before? You have to get creative with your metaphors.
Right. And this person, they were clearly working with a very vibrant color palette, so to speak, because it doesn't stop at Pavarotti. They go on to compare the action sequences, and this is where it gets really interesting, to Jackie Chan. They even coined the term Joker Chan.
Joker Chan. Now that is a crossover I never saw coming.
Right. You've got Joker, a film known for its gritty realism and psychological drama, being compared to Jackie Chan, the king of comedic kung fu. It's wonderfully absurd.
It does make you wonder about their expectations going into the film. Were they expecting something completely different and then got completely blown away by what they saw?
It's definitely possible. I mean, imagine going in expecting a dark, brooding character study, and then bam, you get hit with a Joker Chan action sequence. Talk about a curveball.
See, now that's what I love about movies. Sometimes the most unexpected things can resonate with us the most. It's like you think you know what you like, what you connect with, and then boom, something throws you for a loop.
Absolutely. It reminds us that, art is subjective and our interpretations can be incredibly personal. But just when you thought it couldn't get any more out there, they drop one final comparison that really takes the cake. They claim that even Lord of the Rings, yes, Lord of the Rings, has nothing on Joker 2 in terms of storytelling.
Okay, now that is fighting talk.
Right. I mean, we're talking about one of the most epic, sprawling fantasy sagas ever told, a story that spans generations and continents.
Okay, but to be fair, storytelling isn't a one-size-fits-all thing, right? Maybe they connected with the intimacy of Joker 2, the way it explores one character's psyche, in a way that they didn't with the grand scale of Lord of the Rings.
That's a really good point. I think what's so fascinating about this whole review, even though it's, well, let's say unconventional, is that it gets us thinking about what we value in storytelling, in art in general.
It's a reminder that we all come to the table with our own baggage, our own preferences, and what resonates with one person might not land the same way for another.
And you know what? That's okay. Because at the end of the day, the beauty of art lies in its ability to spark a conversation, to make us feel something, even if that something is complete and utter bewilderment.
Exactly. It's all part of the experience.
Yeah.
So the next time you find yourself face to face with a piece of art that makes you go, huh, or wait, what? Lean into that feeling, because you never know what you might discover about yourself or the work in the process.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So until next time, happy watching, happy listening, and happy deep diving, everyone.